Hey, what's going on today, guys? Today, we're going to talk about the Land Rover and the Ford Bronco. I've been seeing people compare these two, but today, we're going to make that fight a little fairer. All right, stick with me, and I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, let's get right into this because this is going to be really interesting because the Land Rover, it's like a base price around 60 something $1,000. Well, the Ford Bronco is around $30,000. And so I'm like, why are they comparing these two? So I mean, I still really don't know as far as, seeing the videos and stuff. I'm like, two different leagues. But what we're going to do today is we're going to bring the Bronco up because I believe to make it more fair of a fight, just like when you're doing boxing, you get measured on weight. Well, today we're measuring these vehicles on prices. Now, to get comparable price to the Land Rover, I'm going to bring the Bronco up to the Wildtrak. Now, the Wildtrak, it'll run you $50,370. Now, that comes standard with the V6, which is a 2.7 liter. Now, the Land Rover Defender, it's already, if you're doing the 110, and there comes standard all-wheel drive, and it's the SC. But it's the four-door, the 110 is the four-door Land Rover. Now, it comes with a 3.0 liter, which is a little beefier, the 3.0 liter, but it runs you $63,000, $63,600. Okay, now, when you're dealing with Land Rovers, Range Rover, all that, you're dealing with kind of a higher echelon, I guess you'd say. But today, we're going to make them comparable to each other. Now, dealing all this, the Land Rover, it pushes out 395 horsepower and 406 foot-pounds of torque, which is not bad. Now, the Bronco, the Wildtrak, it pushes out 310 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. So they're kind of comparable on the torque, but the horsepower is not there for the Bronco. So I guess that gives the Land Rover a little bit of a leg up. But we're not done yet. Okay, now the Land Rover is 5,035 cube weight. That's how much it weighs, the cube weight. Now the cube weight on the Bronco is 4,450. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Okay, now this is where it's going to depend because of I'm not going to do a whole lot of the rock climbing, the ratios and the front differentials and rear differentials and all that, because if you're paying me, myself, and most of the people I know, some of them will, but most of the people I know, it's not going to take either one of these vehicles, rock climbing or mud bogging and all, that kind of stuff. So I'm not even going to go there. But what I will do as far as towing, because you might want to tow a boat, you might want to tow jet skis, a little trailer or whatever. So check this out. The Land Rover, this thing will tow 8,200 pounds. It's a pretty good bit because the Ford Bronco will only tow 3,500 pounds. I mean, which, ain't nothing to sneeze at, but it's not 8,000 pounds. So that might be a little more of a leg up. Okay, now, even though you can take the Bronco completely apart, you can take the doors off, you can take the roof off, and which is nice and what, a lot of people like about it. And I don't really think you can do a whole lot like that with the Land Rover. If you can, let me know, in the description, leave me a comment, and I'll check that out and see exactly, where we're going with that. But anyway, now the roof racks, you can put it, drive, you can cinch it down, drive around with 150 pounds on top of the Bronco. Now, the Land Rover, you can do 220 pounds. Now, it gives you two different ones here, and I don't really understand it because If you're sitting still, they give you a weight on sitting still. Now, the Bronco, you can do 450 pounds just sitting on top of the Bronco if you're sitting still. Now, the Land Rover, you can do 370 pounds. So just sitting still. I don't know if you're doing one of those, the campers that you can put on top of them for night, but what are you going to do with them the next day when you're driving off? Anyway, or maybe it could be, yeah, maybe it could be adding people. You know, I don't know how much the campers weigh or the sleepers weigh, but maybe they're talking about putting people in there too. Never thought about that. Okay. But anyway, that's, you know, I've been seeing a lot, man, those things are expensive too. I've been seeing a lot of those things around though. The sleepers that you can sleep in on top of your vehicle or whatever. Anyway. So now let's get, I mean, if you're out somewhere, if you're going through the woods camping, or if you know, happen to hit some mud or water or whatever. Now, which is pretty cool because the ground clearance, the maximum ground clearance on a Land Rover is 11.5 inches, which is not bad. And I think you actually, to do that, you actually have, it has air shocks. You actually have to lift it up to do that. Now, the Bronco, it's 11.6, you know, the whole time, as long as you've got the 35-inch mud terrain tires on it. Now, you know, dealing with the tires or whatever, the Bronco has 315/70 tires, which are the 35-inch mud terrain tires, which comes on the Sasquatch, which, you know, comes with the Sasquatch package. Now, these are 17-inch wheels though. Now, the Land Rover has 20-inch wheels, which I'm kind of liking a little better, but the tires are only like 255/60s, which is around a 32-inch or something like that, maybe. You know, which is not bad, but it's just, I mean, they're just two totally different vehicles. I don't really know why people are comparing these two. But anyway, now the wheelbase on the Land Rover is 119 inches, which is going to probably give you a pretty good bit of room on the inside. And the width from door to door is 79.1 inches, which is not bad. And the height is 77 inches, which is, you know, which is not bad. The Bronco, it's just not that much. The wheelbase on the Bronco is 105. Okay, which that knocks off a little bit. And then door to door is 74, and then the height is 74. So you just have to come up, you know, with your own conclusion on that. Which me, all day, I'm Bronco. It's sharp. I like it, and I like the freeness of being able to take the doors off, the roof off, and it's like I've done before. It's more comparable to the Wrangler, to the, you know, Jeep Rubicon, but they're comparing it to the Land Rover too. So I just thought I'd bring you this to kind of get your feedback on it and what you think. Now, saying all this, the Land Rover, it does come ahead a little bit, but you got to think about the structure of them and kind of what you want, because I'm guessing neither one of these is going to be rock crawling or in the woods or whatever, you know. So you got to think about what you want on the road. And 13,000 and some change difference, you know, in the both of them. So something to think about. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching this. If you would, give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and then for more, you know, videos and stuff, you can go right here. All right, appreciate it.